What is up, everybody? This is Alex from Title Boxing Club in Rochester, New York, with your Boxing 30 class of the day. It is Thursday. Welcome to Throwback Thursday, and this time we are setting the time machines back to January 19th, 2018. That was a whole decade ago. And actually, the reason why that date is significant is it was the first class that, I think it was a noon class. I can't remember what it was, but that was the first day I taught a class here at Title Boxing Club. Our opening night was January 18th. We had a corporate trader come out. Then I think Jake did the first morning class. I did the second one, something like that. And I was digging through my old class plans to try to find that original class that I did. And I did number them, so it was kind of easy. As you can see, this is number one. But I actually don't think I did class number one first. In fact, I might not even have done it at all. So I'm going to toss that aside. Looking back, trying to remember, I found class 4. This actually might have been the first one I did. So it's kind of like Star Wars, where it starts with episode 4. But I'm not sure. I think not, because I remember class 1 I didn't do because I thought it might be too hard for people. I didn't know how good you guys were going to be. So I made a really simple, this was number 2 here, and that's what we're going to do today. Now, being really simple in terms of combinations, that kind of thing, doesn't mean it's easy, and doesn't mean you don't have to think about it or try. In fact, when we work on those simple things, a nice thing is we have an opportunity to really improve that technique. So I'm going to keep things simple, and that means we're going to work extra hard on getting that technique, making sure that we're doing everything right before we go too fast and too complicated. It's always good to have that refresher, no matter how good you are at boxing, to just really think about each punch individually, each movement individually, and really break it down. And you'll find too, as you get better at this, you're able to break that down a little bit more in ways that maybe you couldn't have when you were first learning. So we'll get started with that in just a bit. And speaking of how good you guys are, I got a little secret for you, but I'm gonna save it to the end, of course, because I wanna build the suspense. So hopefully you get through this, and I'll tell you a little secret. You'll like it, I think. Oh yeah, round 1. No, warm up. What do we start with? I've forgotten already. Where am I? Is The Rock president yet? Okay, it's warm up time. We're gonna start off with just a little light jogging in place. Nice and easy. That's why we call it light jogging. Just for about 10 seconds here. And we turn this into a jump rope in place in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just an imaginary jump rope. Nice and easy, nice and easy. We got about 5 more seconds. We're gonna go back to that jogging in place, light jogging. Perhaps a jog in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, nice and easy. Just moving those feet, moving those arms a little bit, getting that heart rate slightly up. And back to that jump rope in 3, 2, 1. Jumping rope. I remember thinking, it's too bad we can't do jump ropes in the warm-ups for that first class. But then I'm like, oh yeah, we don't need a jump rope. Imaginary. It's that simple. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High knees, bring those knees up. Some things never change. I like those high knees, so get them up a little bit higher, because again, that will bring that heart rate up, and that's what we like. We like those high knees. We like that heart rate up. We like that body temperature up. You got 3, 2, 1. Little side to side jump rope. Just kind of working those glutes a little more. All that stuff you're gonna use when you box. And getting those ankles and calves nice and loose. Taking off on 2. Landing on 2 could be just a light jump. Does not have to be a big one. And of course, we are gonna go back to those high knees. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It also gets those hips loosened up a little bit. Come on, bring them up, bring them up. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side jump rope. Side to side. Maybe take a little bigger step, bigger jump. And keep on moving. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks, of course, always a classic, and for good reason. I probably even said that in the very first class I taught. You're doing heart rate, you're working those hips, those glutes, those calves, you're getting the shoulders, chest nice and warm. It's pretty perfect. But I know we've done a lot of jumping jacks in our lives. So we're gonna go to forward and back jump rope in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, forward and back, forward and back. Working those legs a little different when we jump a different direction. And it's good to get them from all sides. Keep on going, keep on going. You guys are doing great. And we're gonna go back to those jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Bring those hands up. You can touch those hands overhead if you want to. You can always step it out if you want to. Keep on working. We're going back to that jump rope. In 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. Forward and back, forward and back. Jumping that imaginary rope I didn't even know existed. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. We are going to butt kickers. In 3, 2, 1. Butt kickers, bring those heels back. I always say this to you, stretch the quads. As you get that heart rate up, keep going. But I was just talking to somebody about breathing the other day. You don't want to go all through the mouth. That turns into short, labored, panic breathing. You always want to go in through that nose, out through that mouth. Nice deep inhale, big exhale. Keep on working. You got 5 more seconds. We're going to combine those jump ropes in 3, 2, 1. Forward, back, side to side, forward, back, side to side, forward, back, side to side, forward, back to side. Keep on shrugging. You got 3 minutes left. Back, side to side. If you mess up the order, it doesn't matter. And we're going back to those butt kickers. In 3, 2, 1. Butt kickers, bring those heels back. Maybe pick that pace up a little bit. Move those arms a little bit. Swing them, get those feet. Heels coming all the way up. All the way up. Nice big stretch. You guys are doing great. Keep on going. We got 5 more seconds. We're going to do that jump rope. Forward, back, side to side. But we're going to make it tougher. We're going to do it on one leg, on our left. Left forward, back, side to side. Then right. Forward, back, side to side. 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 You guys are doing great. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're going into forward lunge with a twist. In 3, 2, 1. Big step forward. Twist all the way. Alternate legs. Alternate twists. Big step forward and twist. Head forward, twist. The more you twist, the better. But go nice and slow. You don't need to go crazy fast. We want to get that back, that lower back, loosened up, lengthened a little bit. Big step and twist. Keep going. 5 seconds. We're going to go into those monster lunges, those diagonal lunge step outs, and we're going to add a little jab cross on. So we're going to step out, lunge, jab cross, step out with the other foot, jab cross, step out, jab cross. Make sure we're turning those shoulders, still getting that rotation, and make sure it is a diagonal forward step, not just forward, but out to the side as well, opening those hips up. Come on, you got about 10 seconds left. We are going to go into those inchworms, great for the back, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, walk it in. Yesterday we did them slow. Now we've got about a minute left, so I want you to go a little faster. A little faster. Come on. 5 seconds, and we're just going to stay down. We're not going to stand up even. Stay down into that squat. Walk them out. Stay down low into that squat. Come on. Walk them out. Walk them back. Pick that pace up. About 40 seconds left. Walk those hands back. Stay low. Keeping that back stretched out. Come on. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go sprinter lunge to knee hop, switch. Sprinter lunge, knee hop, switch. Bring the foot back, drive that knee up. All the way high as you can, and right back down into it. Right back into that sprinter lunge. Come on. You got 10 more seconds. See if you can speed it up, but I want you sinking way down. In that lunge. Last chance to get warm. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Time. Round 1 is coming. This time, I mean it. All right, guys. Round number 1 for my very first class ever here at Title Boxing Club started with the very first punch, which, of course, is that jab. All we did is threw jabs for about the first 20 seconds. When you throw that jab, let's really think about making this jab as good as possible. I know you guys are throwing a million, so this is where we're gonna make it even better. You're gonna keep those elbows in, using your hip to almost flick forward. It's a flick of the hip and shoulder. You are turning your hips, maybe not as much as you would on a hook, but you're still turning. It's a quick little flick out. And naturally, your heel will go with you. But I don't want you to think, turn my heel so that my hips turn. turn my hips so that my heel turns, if that makes sense. Make sure you bring that jab all the way out. Bring that shoulder, almost like you're trying to bring that shoulder to kiss your cheek. Keeping that rear hand up. Don't let it drop. Bringing it straight back. Here we go. It's official. Jabs. Just that jab. Snap it out there. I want everybody to also work on breathing. Like I talked about in the warm-up, every time you punch, do this at home. If you don't want to do it in front of people, hey, this is your time to really get used to it. Or it can be whatever you want. Whatever sound you want to make when you throw that punch, you exhale. You force the exhale. That will naturally force the inhale. So you make a sound. It also kind of helps give you a sense of how fast you're going. Now in 5 seconds, we're going to throw crosses. Just that cross. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I want to hear everybody breathing through this phone somehow. Technology's pretty good, right? Same kind of thing where it's a snapping motion with our hips and our shoulder. We're flicking it forward explosively, keeping the elbow in. If your hands get out, your elbows get out here, you're losing power and you're wide open. So just turn. And then once you throw it out there, bring it straight back. Come on. You got 5 seconds, and guess what? We're gonna throw jab crosses. In 3, 2, 1. Jab cross, jab cross, jab cross, jab cross. Come on, keep working. I know this round, it's just gonna be jabs and crosses. I wanna make sure we get good at these, and it does take repetition. I also wanna have fun, but today, let's just focus on that technique. And when we throw that jab, as we're pulling that jab hand back, we're starting to throw that cross, but we're not dropping the hand. It's natural to do. I've caught myself doing it on video. It sickens me. Jab, cross, bring it back. Jab, cross, bring it back. Keep those hands up. Keep those elbows in. In 5 seconds, we're going to throw that double jab cross. In 3, 2, 1. Double jab cross. Double jab cross. Double jab cross. Keep going on your own. Now it's even easier to drop that hand after that double jab because you're getting ready to throw that cross. You can't wait. But keep it together, keep it together. Another mistake that I've caught myself doing, and maybe it's just because when I'm teaching I start to do it, is pretty much at this point in the cross, I've decided, yep, I'm done with the combination. So just I kind of throw that cross and I bail out of it before I get that full extension and full retraction. I don't want you to do that. In fact, we're gonna go jab, cross, cross. In 3, 2, 1, jab, cross, cross. Rotate those shoulders all the way through the punch and back. Through the punch and back, turning your hips. That right heel or that back heel is gonna turn naturally if you turn those hips. Come on, jab, cross, cross, jab, cross, cross, jab, cross, cross. Rotating that shoulder, rotating that hand, that fist a little bit. We're going nonstop jab crosses as fast as you can. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Come on, turn them, turn them, turn them. Even when you're going fast, there's still that little bit of heel turn. 10 seconds, I want you to go a little faster. And again, those shoulders need to be working. Get that skeleton behind the punch. 3, 2, 1. Squats in place. Squats in place. Sit those hips down. Weight on the heels. Doesn't matter how low you go. And if you find your chest bending forward, just don't go so low. That's okay. So yeah, first round I ever did, just talk jabs and crosses, because for many of you, that was your first time boxing. Next round, I talked about hooks. And I'm gonna talk about it again here. Starting off with just that lead hook to the head, bringing it back, and then a lead body shot. Always like that lead hook head, lead body shot. Always been one of my favorites. Now, when you throw just these 2 punches together, again, do not let that rear hand drop. It's very natural to do it. Keep it up by the chin. You can almost kind of touch yourself if you want to. Also, make sure that elbow is up for that hook to the head. Bring it back, and then throw that body shot. Bring it back. Make sure you're rotating all the way through. You're not throwing a double arm punch. Are you ready? Let's go. Hook, hook. Don't worry about speed, but I want to see that hip turn. Your hip turn is even snappier on these hooks, as it's really that whip that gives you the power. On the jab crosses, you can get what I talk about, the skeletal alignment, getting all those bones behind the punch, power into that punch. You still want a little whip there, but with a hook, it's all that whip, because it's coming in from the side. Come on, so hook to the head, hook to the body. Hook to the head, hook to the body. Reload it by turning back and throwing it to the body. Making sure that technique is nice and tight. In fact, I think you guys should be recording yourselves if you're not already. You don't have to show it to me, although I'd love it if you did, but you can just watch it yourself. You will spot things on your own, and you will learn to fix them. At first, it's kind of humbling, and you're like, oh man, I thought I looked better than that. Don't worry, get over that part. This is your chance to get even better. Keep working. In 5 seconds, we're gonna just throw the jab, cross, lead hook, the classic 1, 2, 3 combination. But make sure on that lead hook, you bring it back just like before, just like when you were doubling up, jab, cross, hook. Keeping the elbows in on the jab crosses. As you're pulling that cross hand back, you're transferring about 60% of your weight to that front foot. As you bring it back, you're transferring 60 to that back foot. So almost perfectly balanced, but that little bit of extra body weight, that 10% swing, 20% swing, is gonna give you extra power. So jab, cross, hook, and think how they're all connected. As you pull the jab hand back, that's helping that rotation and whip into that cross. As you pull the cross hand back, it's bringing that extra rotation, whip, and weight into that lead hook. Come on, keep going. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. While I'm talking, I want you to keep throwing these. Jab, cross, hook. And remember, don't bail on the combo when you're here and say, it's over. I can kind of relax. Jab, cross, hook. Go all the way through. Reset. Nice, clean reset. In 3 seconds, we're just going to add a rear hook on. So it's jab, cross, lead hook, rear hook. Jab, cross, hook, hook. It's very natural too on the jab, cross, hook, hook. I want you guys to keep going to let that right elbow, that rear elbow drop when you throw that hook. It's very natural. It's like you're kind of letting it, it's already starting to drop here sometimes, so it never quite comes back. But make sure that you're keeping that elbow up, you're keeping that hand up by your chin, and you're turning into that hook. Now rear hooks take a long time to get there. So that means you gotta be quick and you gotta reset even quicker. Come on, 5 seconds, burnout time, last 20, non-stop hooks. Go, hook, 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 hook. Bring those elbows up, hook, hook. Turn those hips and bring it back to that chin every time you throw it. Come on, a little faster, 15 seconds. I want you to pick up that pace. Pick that pace up, come on. Last 10, give me all you got here. It's all in the hips, not the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lateral lunges, step out, sit the hips down, step out, sit the hips down. Always a good stretch and strengthening move in that frontal, often neglected plane of motion. Very good for that strength and that balance. So keep working those lateral lunges. Round 3, you may have guessed, this is where we introduce uppercuts to the world. No. First time for me doing uppercut. So again, I wanted to keep things nice and simple and kind of see how people learned. So it was a lead uppercut, a rear uppercut, another rear uppercut, and a lead uppercut. 4 uppercuts, but we're going lead, rear, rear, lead. And just like with those hooks, when you throw a hook to the head, hook to body, it's really important when you throw that first rear uppercut that you bring it back. You don't want to just go upper and then your weight is already forward and you're throwing another one. Think about that 60-40. Bring 60% of that weight going forward, 60% back, and then again. Are you ready? Uppercut time, go. Lead uppercut, rear uppercut, lead uppercut. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna talk. I want you to keep going. The elbows have to stay in on the uppercuts. If they flare out, it's the same problem with jab crosses. You don't get all that power behind it and you leave yourself open. So making sure you're turning all the way through, coming straight up the middle. Could be going straight up, maybe out a little bit, because of course when we hit the bags, we got to go out a little bit. That's true when you hit a person too. They may be moving back, so you might have to go out a little more on certain uppercuts as opposed to others. Lead, rear, rear, lead. And think about that weight transfer when you double up, especially. Remember, you've got starting with 60% on that back leg, 40% on the front leg. Now it's 60% on the front leg. Now it's 60 on the back. Now it's 60 on the front. Bring it back, lead uppercut. 5 seconds, everybody. We're gonna throw that double jab rear uppercut in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Double jab uppercut. And after that uppercut, remember, bring that weight back. Double jab uppercut, bring that weight back. Jab uppercut, bring that weight back. Also here, another classic time to let that rear hand drop. Don't do it. Keep it up by that chin. Really focus on doing that today. Keeping those hands up. It doesn't mean you want to strain your shoulders. You want to keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. But you want to bend those elbows, have those hands up the whole time. Double jab, uppercut. Double jab, uppercut. Come on, you're doing great. You got about 5 more seconds. And we're gonna add in some more punches. We're just gonna go the classic jab, cross, lead hook, rear uppercut. Jab, cross, lead hook, rear uppercut. Once again, everything flows together. As you pull the jab hand back, you're bringing that cross forward. As you pull the cross forward, you're leaning back into that hook just a little bit. From there, you've loaded up that rear side. You're driving up through that uppercut. Go slow if you have to. I want you to really think about that weight transference today. Think about that balance, making sure you've got that solid base. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. If you want to move around a little bit, you can. I always like moving forward on these as just a good practice to keeping those feet and hands in nice synchronicity. But make sure too, after that rear uppercut, you bring it back. You don't want to linger out there too long, like I do at the end when I say, here to the door, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Today I'll do a real quick one. In 5 seconds, speaking of quick, we're going non-stop uppercuts in 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, 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 boom. Turning those hips. Come on, turning those heels. I didn't write shoe shiners on my first class plan because I still don't believe in. I didn't believe in them then. I don't believe in them now. I want you using those hips and legs to give me some real uppercuts. Uppercuts like you would throw to hurt somebody. You would never do this to somebody unless you were joking around. Come on, you got 5 seconds. Give me those uppers. And 3, and 2, and squat jump time. Little jump. Make sure you land nice and soft deep into that squat, keeping that weight balanced on your heels as you sit the hips down. You don't want to be leaning forward. Keep that chest up. Keep working. Round 4. I think that was the first time I put defense in. So I kind of went slow. First the straight punches, hooks, uppercuts. Now we talk a little defense. Keep it nice and simple with the roll. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna roll to our lead side, lead hook, cross. Bring it back, roll, lead hook, cross. Now the roll is something, and I've talked about this a lot recently, but I want to talk about it again because I still see people doing really slow rolls or getting way down. Sometimes people even take a step when you don't need to. Right now, I mean, sometimes you can roll and step, that's okay. But right now I just want you to stay still and I want it to be quick. Just a quick little U with your head, hook, cross. Bring that cross hand back. Don't leave it out there. Are you ready? Here we go. Roll lead side, lead hook, cross. Roll lead side, lead hook, cross. Roll lead side, lead hook, cross. Keep that perfect form on these punches. You're only throwing 2 of them, so really concentrate. Hook, cross. And if you're recording yourself, which I hope you are, record yourself doing all these things. See if you're following along. See what that form looks like. Because sometimes it is different than what you think. And unfortunately, that's usually not good news, but this is how you will get better and better. And you will start matching fantasy and reality. Although I bet you guys look good. In fact, that was part of my secret later. I'm going to talk about how good everybody's looking when I see those videos. So I hope more of you post videos of yourself doing these things. But make sure that roll is quick because you've got to get under this. You got to get under this. Or maybe it could be this. So it's got to be that quick. If you take too long and you kind of go hook, cross, I'm not going to be there by the time you're ready to throw that hook, cross. 5 seconds, all we're going to do is do roll to the rear side, cross, hook. Roll to the rear side, cross, hook. Keeping those hands up, making sure you're looking at the target when you roll. Roll, cross, hook, roll, cross, hook, roll, cross, hook. And those hands come right back to that chin. Right back to that chin. Roll, cross, hook. We're keeping it simple because I want you to get it looking awesome. I want you guys to be the best Title Boxing Club members there are in the whole universe, or at least planet Earth. And at least number 3 in the universe. Keep going. 5 seconds. We're going to just combine them. It's as simple as that. Roll, hook, cross, roll, cross, hook, roll, hook, cross, roll, cross, hook. As you start to feel more comfortable, you can start to speed up. Making sure that roll, hook, cross, you bring that cross hand back, and you roll, cross, hook. Come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Just roll into your lead side, lead hook, cross, roll to your rear side, cross, lead, roll, leads, lead hook, cross, roll, rear side, cross, hook. As you start to feel more comfortable, speed it up. Speed it up. Come on, you got 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And we're going non-stop jab crosses. Go, 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 go. Turning those shoulders, turning those hips. When I call out roll, you're gonna roll to that lead side. Are you ready? Roll. Throw those jab crosses. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Roll. Throw those jab crosses. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Fast, fast, fast. Get that burnout. Roll. Back to those jab crosses. When I say Roll, roll. You're gonna roll to that lead side and then the rear side. Roll, roll. There we go. Non-stop hooks in 3, 2, 1. Elbows up, hook, 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 hook. Roll, roll. Back to those hooks. Roll, roll. Back to those hooks. Come on, come on. Keep throwing those hooks. A little faster, a little harder. Uppercuts, go. Non-stop uppers. Roll, roll. And back to those uppers. 3. Roll, roll. 2. Time. You did it. You survived the very first Title Boxing Club class I ever taught, I think. And now we're ready to do the first core. All right. In my very first class, for some reason, I started off in the side plank position. So make sure that elbow's under the shoulder. Those hips are up. And we started off with just hip dips. So bring that hip to the ground, lift them up. You put your hand behind your head, you put your hand up. You can do whatever you want with that hand. Hips go down, hips go up. Try to really get those hips maybe even higher than you would if you're just doing a regular side plank hold. We are going into elbow to knee crunches on that same side in 3, 2, 1. Elbow to knee crunches. If you've got to bring the inside knee down, that's okay. Just keep those hips up. I know I said that then. I say it now. I say it all the time. Big, deep crunch. Big, deep crunch. Try them on your feet. See how long you can last on your feet. Come on, keep working in 3, 2, 1. Other side, same thing here. We start off with those hip dips. Down and up, down and up. Put the hand on the hip. That's probably the best way to do it. Keep that nice balance. Going up and down. Try not to rest on the ground. Just push those hips straight up. And we're gonna go into those elbow to knee crunches in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Bring that knee. You can even bring that elbow past that knee. Try to bring that armpit to your knee to your armpit if you can. You got 5 seconds. We're gonna go back to the other side. We're gonna do something a little different. In 3, 2, 1. Grave diggers. Of course, another classic. Rotating. Bring the hand all the way up. Reaching underneath as deep as you can. I want you to really reach. You can do grave diggers, like everything on the side, with your knee down. Just making sure you're getting that good twist. In fact, if your knee is down, get a little better twist. In 5 seconds, we're gonna take that top leg and we're just drawing circles. In 3, 2, 1. Just draw circles with that top leg. Again, you gotta put the knee down, keep the hips up, draw those circles. Come on, you got 5 more seconds. We're gonna go to that other side in 3, 2, 1. Other side, grave diggers. Reach to the sky, reach underneath and twist. Reach and twist. I think some of the earlier classes I started off in a high plank or a side plank, and then I quickly stopped doing that because after at least, after 8 rounds or 4 rounds, your arms, your shoulders might be tired. They could use a little break. We're gonna bring that top leg up, draw those circles in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Draw those circles, draw those circles. Doesn't have to be a big circle. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Just give me something, some kind of rotation. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. We are gonna go back to our backs, or to our backs the very first time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse crunches. Bring those knees in, bring those feet out nice and straight. Tuck those knees in. You can even add a little rock to it if you want to. And bring them all the way out. Nice and straight, keep them in tight. Make sure those legs get straight, keep those feet glued together. And keep breathing. Keep breathing, you're doing great. We're gonna go to bicycle crunches in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, bicycle crunches. Now we're rotating, twisting. Inside elbow, inside knee, full twist. Think of it as purely rotation. The crunch will happen just by rotating. Come on, keep going, keep going. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to those reverse crunches. Bring those knees in, push them out. A little rock in that back. You can even get a little back stretch as you bring those knees in. Come on, keep fighting. Fighting for those extra inches, those extra seconds. You guys are killing it so far. 3 minutes left. You're almost done with this core. Come on, back to those bicycle crunches. One more time in 3, 2, 1, go. Twist, twist. Always loved bicycle crunches. Always loved them. Again, classics for a reason. Come on, keep on twisting, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, fight for that extra second. Come on, 5 seconds, don't stop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Basic sit-ups with some punches. Sit up and punch, jab, cross. And let's think about that form, even when we're doing them as sit-ups. You can even breathe out. Sit up, jab, cross. Come on, keep working. Sit up, turn those shoulders through the jab cross. You get a little rotation there. Always good for you. 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds. We're gonna do what's called a starfish rotation. I've done this in a long time. 3, 2, 1. So we're on our back, hands and feet are out, and we're just kind of rolling in a little circle. Going around to the left, we're gonna go other side in 3, 2, 1. We're just shifting our weight onto other parts of our back, onto the side, and roll it. Keep on going. You got 5 seconds. I know it's a weird one. You can just do a starfish hold if you want, but if you want to get that kind of rocking starfish, even better. In 3, 2, 1, sit up, jab, cross. Sit up, jab, cross. Sit up, jab, cross. Sit up. Bring those hands back to that chin. Hands up. Just like you're throwing in round 1. Keep going, 5 seconds. We're going back to those rocking starfishes. In 3, 2, 1. You can also just rock back and forth, or you can do the little circle. The circle's hard to do, but it also really works. Come on, other direction, rocking. Back and forth, side to side. In 3, 2, 1. Elbow plank, here we go. Throwing those punches. Jabs and crosses still. Extend that arm all the way out, all the way. Because the more you extend it, the more you got to support here. That's better for you. Keep going. 7 seconds. Jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Last 30. Climber planks. Up in that high plank. Jab, cross. Back down to the low plank. Jab, cross. Back to that high plank. Jab, cross. Back down to the lower plank. Jab, cross. Climb up high plank. Jab, cross. Can you do this on your knees? Sure you can. You can do them on your knees. Absolutely. Keep that core braced. You're still getting a good workout, but try them on those toes, especially for this final push. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Great job, everybody. Thanks so much again for joining me today. Thanks for joining me every day. Thanks for joining me whenever you did your first class here at Title. I'd love to hear about those experiences someday. And, I know I was nervous to teach my first class. It's really not that different. And I mean, I had done group fitness before. I'd done boxing, kickboxing before. I'd even kind of done a little bit of teaching, co-instructing Krav Maga class. You don't hear my life story, but it was really cool. So awesome to get a chance to do this. I'm so impressed by you guys. I'm so proud of you as our members. Speaking of which, I was even going to tell you that little secret later. Okay, you really have to promise not to tell anybody, but I've seen some of you have been posting videos of yourself doing these classes or just combos on your own, whatever, heavy bag or not. And it's funny because, you guys always look good. You look good oftentimes in class when you're here, but mostly I've been watching other Title clubs during this shutdown. They've been doing kind of similar to what I'm doing. They do their own Facebook Live things, and I watch them just to see what they're like, how I can learn anything from them, different influences coming in. And I gotta tell you, you guys, some of you guys who've been posting, Adrian just recently, Emily, Christina, Caitlin, you look better than many of their instructors. Again, please don't tell them I said this, but you really do. You look so impressive. Your movements, your form, intensity sometimes just looks great. And some of these other trainers I'm seeing, I think you guys are killing. Now, don't let it go to your head. That doesn't mean you're Muhammad Ali now and you can retire. You want to keep getting better and better and better. Your goal is to be the best you can be. And I know you can be a really good you. And I'm so proud, but I give you guys the credit. You've been working hard. You've been doing great. So thank you very much. It's a pleasure to see. And yeah, like I said, I think it was Adrian recently. I'm like, oh my God, wow, she's really good. But of course I knew you were good, Adrian. It just, since I've been watching other people, it's amazing how much you stood out, having not seen you for a while. So there you go. There's my secret. Tomorrow is Freaky Friday. It's going to be so freaky that we don't just do boxing, but it's going to be kickboxing. Now, I don't like shadow kickboxing as much as shadow boxing. I got a few reasons for that, but again, who cares what I think? I should be doing some kickboxing. We're going to make it a lot of fun, too. We're going to make it fun kickboxing, stuff you can do in the air and not get injured. So, can't wait to see you. Can't wait for you to hit it hard in person. And that's my new hit it hard, where I bring that hand right back.